Hello, I'm Josh, and welcome back finally to Disco Elysium. Now, when I was writing my upcoming book, the seventh book in the series, Kafka's Men, I would, do one of these streams like every time I finished 1,000 words in a chapter. But now, since I'm editing, it's two chapters, so that's why it's taken a little bit longer, so sorry. And I didn't do any this weekend. Saturday was my grandpa's. God damn it. Hang on a sec. Hubby's calling. So, great start. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Hubby returned home. We're doing some car shopping, so he was telling me all about, his experience, the car he looked at, everything, so, sorry about that. A little wait. Of course, he comes back the moment I start recording. If you find someone like that, that's the one. I think if this person you're dating is like constantly contacting you the moment you do something, there's some connection there, dudes. So I was going to talk a whole bunch about why I wasn't filming in the weekend. Actually, I'm going to do a quick run through instead of the long intro. But anyways, Saturday was my grandpa's funeral, which I attended via Skype. And the rest of the day I was tired out of it, not wanting to deal with the heavy subject matter of this game. And then the day after Sunday was Father's Day, and I spent that with the in-laws, so couldn't record it now. And I honestly want to go to sleep now, but this is probably going to be the only day in a while that I'll be able to actually record this playthrough, so doing that. Okay. Oh yeah, good. We weren't going to talk to the racist. We did that. Oh yeah, we did that last time. Okay.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you, officer?
Let's see. Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes.
How do the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect? Seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Let me ask you about something else.
What?
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream out here.
It's not child's play, just because I have to trade through the mud every so often.
Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
Not unprovenly. Then the Elysium phasmid will be the 3rd.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing.
Ooh.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Yeah, when just like I guess a tabletop RPG, once you're at a certain sort of level of like shivers, logic, charisma, whatever, you'll notice more things. So Harry just fucking noticed Elysium phasmid. Yeah, this is my 3rd playthrough, so yeah, I'm giving away spoilers here and there. So yeah, you can meet and talk with the Elysium phasmid, depending on your choices. So you just noticed him. Oh. Thanks for explaining that. Now, about something else.
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it.
Just tell me about a cruel cryptid, any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Enough tales then. Let's change the subject.
By all means.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks. But
Quirks.
dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
It's time to return to your woman, Morel.
By woman, you mean my wife, I assume? I will return to her. I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting. On record. One of only 4 this century. And it's hers.
Really? She's sighted the Phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
His spirit may be willing, but his body might be too old to endure the rigors of the coast.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check on the traps later?
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this.
Okay, I know Kim is going to just fucking love this, but what if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
We're looking for someone hiding in this very coast. Looking for another thing may lead us to her.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into a lot of reeds.
That it will. That it absolutely will. I hope you brought your good boots.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thick reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
What do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
What if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Did you hear that? Pheromones. You were right about the teenagers.
So it really was the Phasmid that made the teenagers make out.
Oh, I doubt there is any connection there. Anyway, these pheromones will attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Should last you about a week.
Lay it on me! Thick! This is on your armpit.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do a nice little quick save. But yeah, this is... I've been playing so much Skyrim, and this is a very different control scheme than that game. Okay. Oh wait, I haven't gone to the boardwalk yet, have I? You have to get the one drunkard's... Oh. One guy's jacket.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
You're not just smelling my armpit, right? Right? Touch it.
The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it.
Okay. Take a closer look.
It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
I think this is the jacket the idiot Doom Spiral guy wanted me to find.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, what secrets do you hold? Oh wait, there's money here.
The smell, it's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. The signs of decaying meat. It announces itself from 24 meters away. A warning, a memento mori.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
He's like, yeah, thanks. That's goodbye for now. Oh shit. That little red dot. God damn it. Don't walk so fast, Josh. Oh, that's a nice thought to think about.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Ah, that's a problem.
A tragedy.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible.
Oh yeah, sure, bullshit. Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Moments like this make me go, you know what? I'm sort of lucky I can't smell, because I could most likely smell dead body, but... But I would, you know... Fuck, I already saved tonight. But I would be able to smell a little bit of it, which would be more than enough.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits. Or maybe it was just dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
The dried chunk. No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Oh, that's depressing. Examine the bottle.
A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits, with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Fine. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
No. God. Priorities. Just like another old drunkard to me.
And he was married. But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could it be related to the lynching? Ruby?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, and related to the murder case.
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? 2 suspicious deaths in such a short time frame.
And I relate to the paranoia of flight so much. Oh god, I am not a healthy person. You're right. Connecting it with the lynching is a stretch.
Without any further evidence, yes.
Do you think he was drunk? No shit!
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrives through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Wiser words have never been said. Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk.
Yeah, they don't seem to have enough. There's not enough money, it seems, in this world to repair Revachol, so... yeah.
Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
And that's... sorry for bumping into the mic there. Anyways, that's all that matters. Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, but what about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma and leave it at that. Let's keep this detour as short as possible. The sooner we get back to finding Ruby, the better.
You're right. I didn't see anything criminal here. Let's leave it at that.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright. We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Okay. Oh, I quick saved and there was an autosave. Oh, I am great. Hang on. Let me... oh, I can level up shit. Yay! Woo! Okay, with once... I want to do another Shivers because I fucking love that ability. But I may also need it for something else, but if I have 2 skill points, I can use it on Shivers, and then if I need it somewhere else, I can use it there. Okay. Let's see, I got new stuff to wear, right? Encyclopedia. Put down on perception, and my perception is low enough that I really do need stat boots for it, not against it. God damn it. How do I do anything? Ah! Postcard. Oh, we still need to give that to Garth.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Oh, we've already done that, okay. Sorry, I forgot.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Oh, lovely.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants.
No, then it will just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Oh, I love this game.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central General Public Library Card, issued to Billy John, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Theobald.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre, some thrillers too. Okay, I can't. Oh wait. Hang on, everyone. Yeah, this game sound likes to go at times, so yeah. I'm so tired. But I want to make this stream at least like 3 hours long to get a nice little chunk of it done. Okay, let's continue. Oh fuck, sorry, pressing the wrong thing. Oh, I did want to interact.
The library card is Billy is a unisex name. Whoever owns most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the back
If
side.
lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Oh. I love this art, but sometimes figuring out where to go can be a fucking hassle. Oh, there's something here. I think I double checked. I thought something was like... Oh yeah, that one. We might do that. We might never do that. Oh fuck, something's lying up here.
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Some kind of metaphor
This
for
is
me?
more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life.
What
The
happened?
engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry. Filth. This needs environmental action now.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do something for it. Let's see. Get with the times, yeah. Yeah, get with the times! Pollute the environment. It doesn't matter as long as we can go forward. And just like, oh, it's someone else's problem. God damn. That's why the world is the state it is now. West Patrolling Industrial Base, that's Sony. Oh yeah, I'm not doing communist. I think this one isn't a perfect response I'd have, but it is very much more suited to my point of view. There was a serious dereliction of duty in this
Perhaps
cleanup.
you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up. But you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like, serious topics, not sugarcoating things. It's like, yeah, it would be really great if you could do that. If you could, go towards your dreams, but sometimes, you can't affect the world the way you want. And it's sad, but, don't beat yourself up for it at the same time. Since we can't go that way, I'm going to go this way. We're going to look at the traps and then go back, to the other side. Go that way. Oh yeah, here's one.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look
The
around.
reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense, just...
I'm sorry. Okay, let's go for the next trap. Goddamn, trying to click on her.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
What do you mean those waves are like one of the best parts of this dumpster fire? I found that jacket I was looking for, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you. but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Thank you. Let's close. Woo. +1+1. Okay. Continue with the routes. Can I go back there? No, I can't. There we go.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Okay, let's push
The
it.
pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
I will say we will do that later. As we already have a bunch of little tasks we have to do.
Yes?
Nothing.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody?
Kim?
What? Kim? No, it's you. You. You and the seagull are just alike.
Why am I like a seagull?
Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Hold on. Have I ever eaten a burger out of the trash?
You have. The body remembers.
But I'm not like that. I'm still romantic.
Sure, inside. But outside, it's a tough world. You've got to do whatever it takes to survive. And you do. Question is, will you admit that to yourself?
I will not. But outside. Okay, well, let me reconsider.
Good boy.
I guess I am a bit like the seagull.
Exactly. The seagull does what it takes, and so do you. You've got that same spirit in you. When the time comes, you'll push yourself.
God, so that was a good thing. Fuck seagulls. It's got points, and I can traverse more around here, so let's go back. And if you're wondering about the church thing, it involves the people around there, which is why I'm avoiding them. God damn it, I keep on walking by it! Wait, I think maybe there's a place I can access.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
It may have been used to service an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Okay. I believe we can never actually open that door, but we're going to try. Interfacing. 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 See, that's +2. That's +1. Interfacing. Interfacing. Interfacing.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it, I must study it.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Happy thoughts. I don't think I got this one in a previous time, so I'm going to fucking use it. Well, maybe, you know, it'll help me later on.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Okay, that's... The interfacing thing didn't seem to fucking help, so... You know, everyone... Maybe we'll make this, maybe we won't. Let's see.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh. The door's shut tight. Can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
Here. Ah. Oh, let's see what this shirt does. Toric. Ah, here's another trap.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Look around.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
So, how are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Aw, you Kim boy. You're so gay for Harry. So gay. Yes, there is lines of dialogue you can get where he, admits to being gay. Cigarette butts.